So take a stab. How many people have looked at this item? Oh, my God. So we have how many have looked at it, how many have saved it, and how many have shared it. That looks funny.
Someone sent me this. Someone posted it in my Discord. I've got a channel in my Discord called Bad Daddy that is locked behind a not safe for work filter, so you have to agree to go in.
Nice.
And there's some truly awful shit in here.
So are we
Sounds like my
recording
kind of folder.
or no?
I was going to say no, but I
can't say
I
that.
mean, legally, I think I can stop it.
No, it's okay. I was going to say something about eating sheets, but
Yeah, I think
I can't say it when we're recording because I can never have that recorded.
let's record over it. I'm going to start with that story.
I'm going to stop because I really want to hear it. Sorry, guys.
No, it's good.
Enjoy the intro while we discuss business. We'll be back in a minute. Wait, don't turn the channel. You've tuned into High Gravity.
The show where we talk about beer, brewing, and bullshit.
Where the only thing we take seriously is the next round.
So grab a glass.
Fill it with something cold.
And enjoy the show. Today on the High Gravity Podcast, how are babies made?
Whoa. We got to get back on topic here.
The stork brings babies.
And the swallows bring... Never mind.
They bring gifts.
Well, that's the international bird of, I don't remember the joke, so I'm not going to go there. So back on topic.
Good joke.
So I listed this thing on Marketplace. I want you all to take a stab. How many people have clicked on this? Now, I listed it Thursday.
I'm surprised that anybody's clicked on your
Who
dildo
sees
collection.
it? Your friends?
No, this is everybody on every of the 14 pages I have this thing listed on.
Isn't there a law
14.
that says you can't sell used sex toys, Johnny?
This is far, I mean, if you want
He cleaned them.
that's
Not
some
well
industrial
enough.
level. So it's a hovercraft.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's an Air Cycle 720 hovercraft and trailer.
Do you have a picture?
I do, actually. I got a whole bunch of pictures of this thing.
Look at that.
It's a project vehicle. It's being sold for the museum.
That's badass. I want a hovercraft.
But I want you to take a stab how many people clicked on this damn thing.
I'm going to guess like several thousand.
I'll say 680.
No. 8,080
Damn.
people. 107 people saved it. 50 people have shared it.
I mean, a hovercraft is a
Thursday.
pretty interesting thing. Speaking of interesting
Yes.
things.
Are you looking at the guy in his pajamas bending over it next door?
Whoa, you're not kidding.
Dude, I like his vibe.
I mean,
I'm into
get
that.
it.
He's comfortable.
No, hell yeah, man. Like, dude, that guy's hair is incredible. Homeboy's got a ponytail literally down to his fucking chocolate starfish. Like, that is out of this world.
Welcome back to the High Gravity you know and love.
Mad props. You could wipe your ass with your own ponytail. You'll never be out of toilet paper. But if you get a bidet,
You can watch both at the same
full
time.
circle. So I remember, to get back on topic here, I had an interesting story. The last two bottles that we had.
I'm unsettled where this is going based on what
poured.
you just said.
You'll get there.
Is there more than one beer still?
The last two bottles that we had finished had been sitting on the shelf for a while. And the
What's this we? I finished
the yeast had collected at the bottom. And we got into a discussion about brewer's yeast and, consuming brewer's yeast. And, like, a certain amount of it's supposed to be good for your gut. But...
And to be fair, real quick, we are
be fair.
recapping.
Yes, a little bit
Because
of
some of the things
recapping.
we talked about, we couldn't say. So.
Yes.
So you consume brewer's yeast to an extent, and it's just fine. However, if you have too much yeast in your system, you can give yourself what I believe is called auto-brewery syndrome, which essentially turns your body into a fermenter.
I saw that episode of Futurama.
Yeah.
Where Bender was the brewer.
Exactly.
Brewery.
Except for he's a robot, so it's okay.
Yeah.
But so
That scene when he felt it ferment. Oh, man.
your body can actually ferment things. So like sugars and carbohydrates, your body will turn into a fermenter. Now, I read this story about this guy, and he had a roommate in college. And he said his roommate was tired of spending so much money on alcohol because, as college students do, you drink a lot and then
Tell you what I drank
continue
in
after
college when you're
college. And so he decided that he wanted to give himself auto brewery syndrome and started not just eating yeast,
In
but
college, it sounds like a good idea. Always drunk. I mean, come on.
we'll
I
get
don't know
there.
about that.
So
I had a 45-minute drive to my classes.
he started putting the brewer's yeast up the other end.
Oh.
So that way it could bypass the digestive enzymes so he could infect his system with yeast even faster. And it worked.
Whoa.
And he gave himself auto brewery syndrome. Now the problem is getting it is not that hard. Getting rid of it is really fucking difficult.
Oof.
So
Can't just drink enough high-proof alcohol to kill yeast?
not without killing yourself.
Just stick some apple cider vinegar up there.
Dude, honestly, apple cider vinegar is the solution to everything that's wrong with your gut. Honestly, I swear to God.
I'm not going to bring that one up. Never mind. There's a type of transplant they can
not a
do
doctor.
in that direction, and it is what you think it is. That they transplant from one individual to another to give your gut.
Oh, yeah. It's a fecal transplant.
Yeah.
It's the gut flora
He
and
wants
fauna.
with the technical word here. I was gonna...
Yeah, it actually, in the studies that they've done, like patients going through chemo and cancer and things like that, it destroys their gut bacteria. And what they normally do is they take a healthy sample of your gut biome before you go under the treatment, and they propagate that culture so that way when you're done with your treatment, they can use your own gut biome to repopulate you. Because, believe it or not, the gut biome that you possess, the survival rate for people going through treatments like that skyrockets when they have the fecal implant treatment, which is a fucking horrible thing to say, but it actually is effective.
I was making a joke, and he turned it into some serious real world shit.
Some of us here are smart, and others are just dumb. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah,
And all of us are just drunk.
getting there.
Yeah, no, it was super interesting because it's so obscure.
I totally forgot where I was going with any of that or the point I was going to make now.
Well, life-saving treatment, shoving people's shit back up their own ass, but with more steps.
So it's good to say you're full of shit in those circumstances.
You're full of microbes. Your body is a disgusting mess.
I had a good point to something. I don't know.
I bet you
what the hell.
didn't.
Probably not.
Daryl's over here browsing Pornhub while we're trying to do this on his tablet.
Hey, I gotta have something to keep me busy. Just like our audience, we're probably getting bored now.
I'm sorry. It's an interesting medical procedure.
Well, last weekend was our first return back to
Fecal
normal.
matter
We're
shit. Come
getting
on.
back on top of things.
I'm a doctor, damn it.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dr. Nick. No, we can't say that. Dr. Jim. I'm Dr. Jim.
Well,
I fucked the
everybody.
whole joke up.
Hello, everybody.
We're going to get sued by Fox now.
Yeah,
They come after all $3.
I would say that's not a high barrier of entry. Yeah, that's like getting sued by the Church of Scientology. Sorry, we're fucked now, guys. They're gonna come after us. It's gonna happen.
But not till the alien spaceship comes.
All praise Xenu. Sorry.
So today's beer, though, 'cause I'm getting thirsty now. My beer is now empty.
Yeah,
So my brother was in New York, New Jersey, and grabbed us a few
Me
beers
too.
here. And this one that I'm
Thanks,
looking
Phil.
at right
Thank
now
you, Phil.
is Equilibrium. It's called the 3x3.
And he's not here to enjoy these with us?
No.
What a dick.
He's got
I
a
agree.
family or something stupid.
He has a real life and friends
Friends, I've heard
and
about
people that like him.
I just have drinking buddies.
What a nice guy. Fuck that
I
guy.
have drinking buddies and my cat.
See, to hang out with my friends, I have to be drunk, just like now. See?
Hey,
Having a good time.
I've come here to hang out sober. It's bad for business, but I'm still here for you.
So this one's called the 3x3. It's a triple Indian Pale Ale, 10.1%. And their motto is beer balanced by science.
I had a... No,
Yeah,
can't
see,
do it, can't do it, can't do it.
we started the podcast with some science, and we're continuing with science. Look at that.
This is true. We talked about medical procedures
And now
science. We are getting smaller.
Science and yeast.
Yeah, yeast
Sticking it
science.
up the wrong end.
Yeah, do it. Don't do it.
Dude, you got to crack it in front of that. What the
I got it right here, right
dude?
here.
To be fair, he started to open a
Daryl, you
first
got-
beer and didn't do it by the mic.
Daryl, you
So
got
he
it in
opened
my
a
eye.
second. That's what she said.
See, I'm good.
No, I'm not going to say that yet.
The artwork on this can is really cool. Like it's
You haven't performed yet. You shut off on the launch pad.
Kind of like the art you see on the side of the
a moving train, yeah.
Yes.
But like that like golden ring on there gives me like, and the font gives me huge Lord of the Rings vibes.
Go all the
It's
way with
like
it. Fuck it.
it's like Lord of the Rings, but with some graffiti. Like if the hobbits were tagging shit on their way to
Look at that! Look at that pour, Jim. Jim, look at that fucking pour.
You know, that's great head, but usually that comes before he shoots it in your eye.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, look at that.
I'm good. I can do it before, after.
Speak to your doctor if you have premature can ejaculation.
And post.
Post?
And
Malone?
free.
Free.
You know, someday down the road, when we're like some big show raking in like 6 figures each, and we
Never
have
gonna
like
happen.
real sponsors and shit, they're gonna come back to these first episodes, and that's where we're gonna get canceled from.
This episode is sponsored by Starcraft Brewery and Southern Roots Apiary. We are contributing nothing to this conversation. we just,
Woo.
that is
I'm not gonna lie, that smells like cat piss.
it doesn't
That
smell.
is a very strong
It's
hoppy
got the
scent.
citrus smell to
Yeah,
it.
I've smelled cat piss and it's way worse than this.
This is true.
It smells like a super strong IPA, but it has like a ton of like pineapple and pine needle
Like the citrus
and,
style. Yeah.
Oh, taste it.
very strong citrus and pine. I love the smell personally. Like I don't even want to drink it. I just want to smell it the whole day.
It tastes like a New England style.
Weren't we
got the
supposed
juiciness
to?
to
Weren't
it.
we supposed to read like the description on this?
There's no
one?
description on this. It's just
look it up.
equilibrium.
He did read the
I read
description.
everything on it. Oh, there is 3x3 equilibrium, omnipolo root, branch, phytins, green cheek, Weldworks, vitamin C. No idea what the fuck that means, but it's on the side of the beer.
Weldworks is a brewery in Colorado.
So why are all
Daryl.
Oh my gosh.
That is the second
Here's the
spill
right-
onto a computer today. Johnny and Daryl both have spilled beer on computers today.
You know what that means, right, Jim?
You're next. I don't have a fucking computer.
dun,
I'll
dun,
spill
dun,
all
dun,
I want. Suck my dick. I got nothing to ruin.
Man, this fucking tabletop was brand fucking new.
Tabletop that they just ordered for the brewery, and Daryl's over here fucking up his own stuff. It's his to ruin.
Oh shit.
Fair enough.
Yeah. that's-
Now people are gonna come in and they're like, why does the table smell like cat piss? Oh, we got a
It smells
brewery
like
cat.
pineapple. It smells more like
It
pineapple.
really
than
does. I
anything.
agree. I don't agree with the
Cat
cat piss
piss.
smell. I don't agree with
What do you
that.
feed your cats, anyways? Pineapple?
We got a lot of cats, man. It's just an.
Honestly, yeah, big pineapple vibes on their aroma.
So now that I smell it more, I'm getting more of the pineapple than cat piss. Yes.
I honestly I was expecting this to be really bitter based on the hops that came through, but it's not.
Lost Daryl. Where did he go?
Probably to get something to clean up the mess he made.
That means we're unattended. We can do whatever we want. They left 2 alcoholics alone in a bar with the taps unscared. Oh, hey, Daryl. Welcome back.
rules. Get your shirt back on. There's one rule.
Hey, that rule has been established for a while, and I apologize to Gary for breaking the rule when I haven't.
There's one rule. Keep your shirt on. I mean, shirtless Rob.
Yeah.
He's even learned, and his name's Shirtless Rob.
I'm not sure what you guys said about me while I was gone, but fuck you guys.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Aw,
You're gonna have to wait. Just listen to the show.
As a non IPA enjoyer, I mean, there's IPAs I enjoy.
I like citrus bomb.
This is good.
I do enjoy it the more I'm drinking it.
I can't drink a lot of IPA. Like, I wouldn't really want to drink a whole pint of this because it's going to give me hop burn. But
It's
it
because
is
it's
really
juicy
good.
New England IPA. That's what this is.
I like it.
But it's not too juicy or too bitter. I
the
find
cat piss sensation's gone from me now.
I find a lot of juicy IPAs, like when you have like M43 or it's specifically its variants.
Excuse me. Sorry.
That was good.
Thank you. Thank you.
I find that,
I go for the
like,
long, slow, controlled burst.
a lot of juicy
And I enjoy
IPAs
interrupting
to
you and making you
balance
stop. He's just talking over
like
me now. I love it.
juiciness. Like they just go way too hard on the bitterness, and this didn't go too hard on either, and I appreciates that about it.
It's good.
Yes, I'm a consummate professional, keeping on task. You know, someone has to keep us on task.
But why? We're unsupervised. Who cares?
Daryl's here now. Dad's watching.
That's true.
Chill.
Sorry, Dad.
Dad, can I have a beer? I already have a beer.
What do you brothers? I drink more than my parents. I could. I could probably count. No, I can't say that. Never mind. I retract that statement.
This is a good IPA.
It is.
And especially considered it's called a triple. I don't really know what the style guidelines are for a triple. I know that it needs to have more alcohol and more hops. I'm pretty sure it's just supposed to be like triple of everything, right? But
Usually it's a very, well, I like them because it's very malty and complex, a lot of layers, a lot of alcohol, but the alcohol complements the complexity of what's in it.
yeah, everything about it is balanced. I think the name of the brewery, Equilibrium, is very well represented
Yes.
here.
The more I drink it, the more I like it.
Balanced by science.
Yeah, I mean it's got like the
Getting all
pineapple
fancy
and like the stone fruit and that guava kind of taste to it. Like it's more like guava than bittering hops.
Well, it's definitely not overpowering. So like
No, it's perfect.
the New England style is how it's normally overpowering on a
fucking
juice.
Christ, Johnny.
It's very carbonated.
Well, maybe you shouldn't have slammed the 24-ounce bottle of beer before.
I didn't. It wasn't full.
You're right. It wasn't 24. It was 22 ounces. You're right. Fuck me.
No thanks.
Doing math.
You're a married man. Why would you be propositioning me for such a thing?
Listen. Normalize kissing the bros goodnight. All right? It's fine. It's okay.
Dad, I'm uncomfortable.
The awkward look on his face was worth every word of that sentence. What a terrible day to have ears.
I was just biting my tongue. I had so many things to throw in there for that.
Normally he's biting his lip. A little bit of. He's got that ooh face.
Yeah. Forever and always.
So we'll use this episode as a sample for Patreon.
Sign up for the Patreon. More feet pics and cat boys. Everyone likes it.
Oh my god.
I have to have a way to get income coming in.
Patreon.
Having a brewery, no income.
Sign up for Daryl's OnlyFans. Currently, I'm the only one subscribed to it, so you do it for the feet pics.
You're supporting his entire family with our gracious donations.
Do it for the feet pics. Stay for the butthole pics.
Moving on. Let's get back.
Our podcast is rated mature. It's for adults.
It's true. We have the explicit rating.
But unfortunately, we're just man-child. So, like, really, it's just children speaking for adults.
Pretty much, who are allowed to drink, so it's just nothing good about
I watched this... I like to watch, like, a lot of, like, interesting, like, kind of, like, internet historian type things. And sometimes it leads me to watching, like, videos on, like...
Page 100 on Pornhub doesn't count as an internet historian.
Hey, listen, somebody has to document those pages or else they're going to fade away to obscurity. But sometimes it leads to like YouTube videos about like it's like, you know, kind of like, I don't know if you want to call it a documentary about like different like internet personalities. And I remember seeing this one about this girl who got like her start on YouTube at like 10 or 11 years old, and she was basically just like shit talking, playing like Call of Duty and like these first person shooters and stuff. And it started off hilarious because there's this like 10, 11-year-old girl who's just like swearing up a storm.
Jeez.
And she seems smarter than she should be for a 10-year-old. Like she had some like really hot takes and it was really interesting the way she said things. And come to find out, like, you know, her older brother was kind of like helping her and coaching her through that. But like it kind of, she devolved into like, you know, the commentary wasn't working anymore, so she went to like, you know, like the extreme shot content, and then like, you know, I guess they call it getting red pilled, you know, but listening
I've not heard that term.
It's going down the like QAnon rabbit hole, like going like the real extreme conspiracy and everything like that.
If we ever want to incorporate in that show, I know a few people we could bring in.
Oh, I know. Well, it's really interesting though to see a 13-year-old at this point, like with those kind of hot takes, and it's like, listen, 13-year-olds probably shouldn't be consuming like, you know, Tucker Carlson or Ben Shapiro content. Like that's not for 13-year-olds, but. Hearing a 10-year-old, like, you know, 360 no-scope you and then, like, teabag you and talk mad shit like it's Halo 3 was really entertaining. And I was like, man, this kid is better at games than I am. And shit talk. Online. She was like, dude, she was like the Larry Bird of Call of Duty, man. Like,
so just in case... any of those words you said no one understood, there is Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, Urban Dictionary.
Turn on in private browsing first if you care.
Fucking be a man. Live it.
Don't do it on a work computer.
Oh, dude, I use Urban Dictionary on my work computer all the time. It's fine. You know, actually, so here's a fun fact. The company I work for, owns dictionary.com.
No shit.
Yeah, we bought it a
You work
handful
for
of years
Webster?
ago.
Nice.
No, dictionary.com is not owned by
It's
Webster.
not
believe it or
Webster.
not.
Yeah, I know.
Intuit.
Well,
They
no,
own
it's
everything.
not
That's
that. It's not
TurboTax.
that either. That company was sold like 20 years ago, 25 years ago. It was way before I worked there.
But it's the one still that owns them.
No.
No?
We're an independent company. We sold that. That was a product that we used to own.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep. That was before the company went public and then went private and then went public again.
I feel with every year association, you should probably not mention the name of the company you work for.
I won't.
Okay.
I've never told anyone I work with.
I don't like
that
the
I have this
company, though.
I mean,
know them.
listen, man. I mean, I don't either. But like, to be fair,
Wait, to be fair, I worked for them too, though.
yeah. Well,
For at least 3 months, I said, fuck you guys.
I've worked there for 12 years, and I honestly I have no issues with the company personally. It's just corporations in general. I'm just not. I'm not a corporate
more on
shill.
one of those? If
I
I
don't.
can grab a beef
I don't understand the people
Away
that
from
like
the computers.
the people that are like, and it's like, oh, you know, when I retire, I'll be bored. I won't have anything to do, and I'm like, fuck you, bro. Like, I can't wait to retire, so I have nothing to do. Like, I get to pursue my passions and hobbies. Oh no, what an awful thing. Anyone that's like, oh, when I retire, I'm to be bored. It's like, well, then you spent too much time working and not enough time living, brother. Like,
Agreed.
you know, figure out what you love to do and do that instead. Because it's like when people say, if you love what you do for work, you never work a day in your life.
Oh, that's a crock of shit.
Yeah, dude, you're just some corporate
If you
shill
love
who,
what you
like,
do, you inevitably learn to hate it because that's all you have to do.
Yeah, yeah.
Like making beer. I understand.
Oh, see, that's a tough
Yeah,
one.
but you at least look like you're having fun while you're
So
here.
we've
Yeah.
all seen the Hot Crazy Matrix video. I feel there has to be a version of that exists for jobs. A job that you enjoy that makes you money, and there has to be a unicorn set of work you do that makes you money that you enjoy.
Yeah, I don't dislike my job at all. I mean, it's interesting and you know, given my choice, I could spend years learning and perfecting. I'll never master this craft. So that's super interesting.
That's
and
cool.
like it's constantly evolving. So it's like I don't hate my job or hate work. I just hate the concept of it. You know, but toiling for somebody else's means, like even when you own your own business, like it comes with its own stresses. I mean, I'm sure Daryl can attest, like it's a different pace, but like, you know, being able to make your
Put
own
so
decisions.
much into a company like a new tabletop, and then some
throw
drunk
beer all
jackass
over it.
goes and spills shit all over it.
It is a very nice tabletop. And
is. It's
honestly, after you clean the beer up, it took that stain well. I don't even see the
yeah.
outline of where the
That's
beer
one
was.
thing that's
so.
amazing, because since this has been here, I've seen so many people spill shit on this, and it still looks
The
great.
staining that should be done on this table right now, you can't even tell.
Oh yeah.
Did you
stories.
Scotch guard the fuck out of it?
Those stories.
If anyone would like to see that StarCraft Brewery, they're located in Richmond, Michigan.
That's right. Come through, pussies.
Monday nights from 6 p.m. until 10 p.m. we do karaoke.
I will say, if you're coming to visit at least just one time in a year, July 19th, 20th, and 21st.
That's a good
Oh,
time.
I'll be here.
5-year anniversary party.
The
I'll be
anniversary
here.
party's a riot.
Oh my god!
Last year, the rain event that we had was out. I have literally never been in a storm that intense, and the tent we had outside that was like tied down and shit.
Everyone was holding it.
We were holding it down and then realized,
What day did-
holding a
what day-
metal
when did
tent
this happen?
in the
How
lightning.
the hell did I miss this?
That was Friday.
How the hell did I
Dude,
miss this?
it happened for 30 minutes, and you showed up when it was sunny afterwards.
What the hell?
Like, no, the storm literally blew through.
So I'm
the
doing
parking
this
parking
now.
lot flooded. The brewery flooded. Like, it was
Yep,
bad.
it was so intense that I walked from the parking lot to here to protect myself, and it soaked through my jeans and my shirt. I was
Jesus.
literally soaked, and that's what, a 20-foot walk at most?
So I'm going to state this now, and for the record, I'm going to volunteer the whole thing this year, and so this
Yeah,
is one of
me
the
too,
items we got to
because
talk
I
about
don't
later.
I don't Facebook, so I always miss the option to invite. Like,
Yeah.
So just assume I'll volunteer.
Okay.
I'm sick of missing
So,
things.
and this is an idea that we have to flesh out later if we can even do this. We got to discuss more. So this deals partly with the museum and looking for just other fundraiser opportunities. How would you feel if we'd have to figure out how to do the money part of it, but a homemade ice cream setup? If we bring a homemade ice cream machine, we run it and operate it.
I want ice
And
cream.
where's the beer?
Ice cream stout, and you put ice cream in it.
Okay, we can do that.
Problem solved.
We'll talk more later on that.
I'm a doctor, remember?
I'm trying to. He's talking about ice cream. I have a brewery.
We have a.
You also sell delicious root beer that could make root beer floats for the kids.
God. Yes.
See, looking up. I'm a doctor.
That's why we have you on the show.
We discussed this.
I'm not the only doctor I could afford. So this is something we'll flesh the idea out later. We had a board meeting a couple days ago, and one of the ideas was seeing what we could maybe incorporate with that.
Still wanting to have the brewery there?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's a whole section you and I got to discuss about that.
So when the anniversary comes, I'm sure it's going to be impossible because of how busy everyone's going to be. But it'd be really cool to do like a live show.
Oh, we can do live with our hosting service.
And because I'm sure John will come back and perform again. It'd be cool, to
pull them in,
broadcast that, and then pull them in afterwards.
live the whole time.
It's doable.
I'll sit at the table and be live.
I'll have to get a hold of my buddy Andrew. He was the original producer for Wheelin', the other podcast I did.
Mm-hmm.
So in 2020, we actually did 2 live concerts from the family restaurant. So we had 2. One, Lenny, I'm blanking out on his last name.
Kravitz.
Not Kravitz. Damn it. And we had this band.
I wanna fly away.
We had a band, 86 Noodles. They came and they set up.
Their lead's a girl, right?
Yeah, Joe and Dave Matthews. Yep.
Yeah.
He said Joan.
She's Joe. He's obviously.
It's Joan Jett, but
Yeah, I've heard them. They're really good.
Yeah, they are.
I like 86
They're
Noodles.
awesome.
The name's great.
So they're going to be at Wheels in the Woods this year, which is again part of our
nice.
later discussion. We're going to have live entertainment, food, and alcohol, and non-alcoholic beverages. Back on point though. Shit, what's my point?
Drink another one, Johnny.
Oh yeah. So we did in 2020. We did 2 live concerts from the restaurant, and we set up 2 cameras, and we actually live casted our podcast and both concerts.
That'd be
So
really fun.
when they took a break, we got on the mics and the camera would switch to us, and unfortunately everybody had to stare at us for a little while we kept drinking and
Well, on this
bullshitting.
episode, let's set up right now, July 19th, 20th, and 21st. We will set up for a live podcast.
I like
That'll
it.
be fun.
We'll have a table. We can rotate through, have customers come in.
I like that.
You will see me devolve into a complete degenerate because if my streaming career is any evidence to what's going to happen, when I would stream, I would pretty much always drink, not too much, but then on Fridays I would drink a lot. And I was just telling my business partner yesterday, my friend John, I was telling him about Friday nights. It was I'd start drinking, and then there would be days when I'd wake up the next day and be like, how late did I stream? Oh, I don't remember those last 3 hours. We're going to bed. But we had a lot of fun, and
Nice.
I never offended anyone. Apparently, that was I was always super.
Haven't yet.
Well, you're on the internet, right?
Oh, yeah.
It's
You're offending somebody.
what's the
fuck 'em.
there's a line in a song. It says, "I'm a quintessential digital ager. I'm offended by everything. My opinion comes in a manger." And that sticks out to me. A lot of people
I don't know that.
Oh, it's Aesop Rock. That comes from the song. I think it's Dorks. I can't remember. I'd have to look it up. But either way, that kind of, not necessarily that exact demographic of people, but just in general, when you're on the internet, it's such a diverse demographic of people that you never know who you're going to offend.
yeah.
It's that movie Real Big Fish from the early 2000s, maybe late 90s. It's this grandfather who told these fantastical stories, and turns out they might have been true or something. But either way,
That's kind of how our show goes.
That was Secondhand Lions or something, wasn't it?
it's called Real Big Fish, and he talks about he says you can walk through the jungle and you can hear the parrots talking about all sorts of topics, but there's 2 topics the parrots will not discuss. So what's that? Politics and religion, because you never know who you're going to offend. And the parrots know well enough to keep those out of conversation. They'll talk about fashion and
Smart
foods,
birds.
and they are, and they'll outlive us. I've always wanted to.
Yeah, but sometimes offending someone is fun.
Yeah.
Well, it's true, but it doesn't lead to productive conversations, does it?
Sometimes.
It can lead to great marketing and growth. I've learned that.
That the
what's the
beer
whole
that
media
shall
thing?
the beer that
Bad
shall not
press
be
is-
named could very much say that,
Well, they did it the wrong way.
Yeah.
except for it worked. because everyone's forgot about it and everyone's back to drinking
how
their
it is.
beer. Exactly.
No,
because it's
never.
artificial
I'm not-
outrage.
No, I won't drink it.
I wouldn't drink it before. It's not because of their marketing, because their beer's piss.
The
But,
only
like,
exception I've ever made to that is if I'm at a friend's house. Hey, would you like a beer? Sure.
Listen,
they bring it out.
I will
I'll
never
have
turn
one.
down a beer unless it's a Stroh's, and then I'll say no. I'd rather drink my own urine.
I actually like Stroh's.
Well, I'm not surprised by that.
Ow.
Well, so
Oh.
I think I told it last time. We had a party where Johnny came, and
Yeah.
we in my household, like if we don't like a beer, we dump it and we go to the next one. And Johnny was
Can't
offended.
do it. I'm sorry.
We're gonna teach him. We're gonna let him come to my ways. You need to come to
That's a lesson I want to learn, Daddy.
Yee.
Wow, that was way dirtier than I meant that to be.
You need to come to a beer festival with me. That's how I learned.
We need girl guests back on here.
Yeah.
Nah.
Do we want to phone one in for the next episode?
Nah. Let me call my wife.
All right, never
She'll
mind,
hate
pass.
this.
No, I love your wife. She's nice.
No, she's wonderful. She's wonderful. But I, in the 15 years that we've been together or so, like, I still don't think she realizes what sarcasm is, and that's literally all I have. And I mean, my sarcasm's typically like drier than this beer, and this is a relatively dry beer. And she's gonna never know when you're joking. I'm like, well, it's pretty much always. If you hear that tone,
Am I breathing and conscious?
you know.
We're not talking about the beer again. This is pretty smooth and still good.
I'm really
already
into
through my
this.
second glass.
I'm really into
It
this.
was pretty good.
As an IPA,
Need some more?
this is
We have
fantastic.
one more can.
Well, I mean, we got a time schedule to adhere to.
How much time do we have left?
I mean, I've got like 83. I got 93 gigs left on my hard drive, so it says.
Oh, so we got like 93 hours still?
We got a lot of time if we go that far. And I can delete the porn folder if we need more space. That'll free like up a terabyte.
Listen, who the hell saves porn
kidding.
anymore? You can just stream it.
You're done.
Like,
Incognito mode? Can't even get in trouble anymore.
Listen, just because Pornhub got rid of their amateur content doesn't mean you can't still find it, Johnny. It's still
it's just
out
under
there.
categories.
Yeah. Only verified actors and actresses and
Oh, you got to log in for that. Yeah.
whatever gender neutral pronoun they use for actor
I said that wrong.
actress.
Whatever gender neutral pronoun they them use.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, well, that's interesting. Actually, is there one? There's actor, actress, and is there one for
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
And I
'Cause
really don't
the
want to
answer
look that
is
up.
no.
I mean, no,
Okay.
'Cause I learned about
Did I just offend somebody?
I don't
Probably.
care. Fuck off.
well, we had this thing at work.
If you're
where-
offended, turn the show off.
I think I'm funny. So do we have to re-record
I
the whole
think
last
I'm an
episode?
asshole.
No, so I think the rest of the episode's good, and I'm hoping and praying that it is. I don't know
So
what
we'll
the
just
fuck
start
just
off from-
happened.
we'll just-
I'm pissed.
We'll
I'm
just start from you being an asshole and having to
Oh yeah,
explain yourself.
yeah. Well,
John's up very upset and angry right now, and John's gonna be quiet for a moment while he calms back down. And
that's
enjoys a
why
cold beverage.
you need to subscribe to the Patreon, because we need to purchase new hardware for our recording technology. So we need a laptop that isn't from 1986.
We need a studio. We're building a studio
2011,
upstairs.
Thank you.
I've been like thinking about that. I was thinking like, because you see a lot of these podcasts where they've got this like kind of like cozy area where they got their cool like signs and different shit like that. And I've been upstairs
That's a
and
proper
like
studio.
that's such a cool space. It's got like so much potential.
We're going to have a studio up there, yes.
Yes, we could have like a little corner.
Unless we get canceled.
How? We don't have sponsors. Who's going to cancel us?
Have you listened to the show?
You know, I have to say this to people all the time, like, you know, when they have like interesting opinions about things they saw online, and I'm like, there is no qualification or standard for being on the internet. Everyone has a platform. You are allowed to have a platform on the internet. It is only when you become so large that you're monetizing it that you can have the opportunity to.
We're getting there.
Yeah.
We're over 600, by the way.
Hey, listen, I'm all about, you know, not trying to offend everyone, but you believe it or not, you try hard enough, someone's going to get upset at what you have to say.
Yeah.
And it just depends on how popular their opinion is versus yours.
I'm already upset because you're not trying to offend somebody. This is
You know?
bullshit.
I'll stick by my original statement, and I will live and die by this, and I don't give a shit, flying fuck, who you are, where you are, what you are,
This will
whatever
probably
the
have to
hell
be
you
cut.
are. Fuck them.
You would.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie.
Jolly's polyamorous.
Are they moving?
Do they have a pulse?
Listen, movement is not consent. We need consensual behavior
Do
here.
they have a pulse and at least 18 or older?
Oh man, Jesus Christ. I don't even know about you guys.
You looking at my cross again?
Amen. Buddy Christ.
About us. I'm normally the quiet one over here.
Yeah. Well, you've had a couple of these IPAs now,
So for those who haven't guessed, we had a little bit of a hardware malfunction a little bit ago.
we need more hardware.
I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about. I'm still so fuming at this computer.
I was describing learning about neopronouns, which is, irrelevant at this point. But it was interesting regardless because I did not know that was a thing, and
I didn't either.
I now know. So I was educated.
It's probably a good thing the system went down with our conversation. So
Probably.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wasn't.
Maybe that's somebody, the universe in a grand scheme saying, don't talk about
I wasn't expressing any sort of positive or negative opinions about it. Just telling it like how I didn't know. And it was interesting to learn that like there's a whole new like genre of pronouns that I was unaware of, and it was.
See, I'm sitting here really wishing that I joined the club and I took a head call in the intermission.
Well,
I should have done that. I didn't. I regret that.
Because now we have to record an entire episode.
Oh, I'm pretty sure the rest of the audio is there, so we should be good.
You assume
so we only had
that
about.
It's not corrupt.
That's true. Otherwise, this is gonna be a real short one.
Oh well, we just say better safe than sorry, and we just send a new one, in my opinion.
Oh, I will straight up edit the intro and the outro to this part here, even if it's like 5 minutes. Put it out as an episode.
Or we just get really raunchy really fast, make it a 15-minute episode, and we're done.
Boobs.
I'm more of an ass guy.
You would be. You would be.
See, I'm at that in between.
He's like, anything, I'll take it all.
I bet you like Trick Daddy, don't you?
No, I'm about a balance, man. You can't have one over the other. You got to have that balance. You got to have that.
You can't have one without the
exactly. Yeah.
Love and marriage.
That's not helping my dating profile.
It's okay. You just put a bag over their head and no worries.
Oh my.
So it's funny. I've pretty much given up on all the different dating apps and all that bullshit, but I still have the Facebook one.
They're
it's
hookup
interesting.
apps.
No.
That's what I mean. That they are like people say it's
The
a dating.
fuck they
it's
are.
It's like 1% of you are dating, 80% of you are fucking. Like
When you're on a dating app long enough that they make you a fucking moderator. Tell me how bad your luck is, asshole.
That's interesting. Why would they do that? It's just like, well, you're clearly having no success here. Like, you seem like the right person to determine the quality of our content. Like,
Yeah.
Or either that, or they're like, you're such a fucking nerd. I bet you know how to moderate forums.
And do you want to know what you
I
edit
bet you
and
like
moderate?
ICQ, you fucking nerd.
9 out of 10 times, you want to know what you're moderating?
Bots,
No.
nudes,
Sort of.
damn,
Keep guessing.
dick pics.
Yep.
Yay, dick pics for the win. It's always dick pics.
That's why he's a moderator.
Put it.
No, I don't want to be a moderator.
You got to add in the ding, 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 ding when I said dick pics because like,
I remember too. I threw my notebook, but I'm gonna write the note in.
At 1 minute and 32 seconds.
I saw a.
We're actually at 5 minutes and 55.
I saw a funny post. This girl's like, she's like, I'm so sick of getting dick pics on dating
Dang,
apps
5 minutes,
that
55
I
seconds
immediately reply, why
dick
would you
pics.
send me a picture of a child's penis? And they're like, no, that's not a child's penis. And it's like, disgusting. I'm reporting you. And she's like, and you never get another dick pic. It's amazing.
I told you what we did when my friend got one, didn't I? I know I've told you this. We're probably drunk. I don't remember. So
Correct.
we were sitting at the local watering hole across the parking lot here.
I love that place, by the way.
As do
It's a
I.
great place.
And my friend got unsolicited dick pic, and this was. We'll just call it a couple of years ago. So there's a few of us there, and it's late night, and there's only us in the bar. And I asked the bartender, like, hey, give me a piece of ice, and don't turn around. It was okay. So I usually, I have a very colorful pair of sunglasses at the time that I throw on. So we're in the bar. I took my shirt off. And again,
What is with people taking their shirts off?
Johnny likes to
wait
take
a
his
minute.
shirt off.
This one's worth it. So, this female friend gets this and doesn't, I don't know how to respond to that. Like, I got this. Took my shirt off, took a piece of ice, threw my sunglasses on. And I had her go, so I'm here at the bar. And she's like panning around with her phone to send us back to the guy that sends her a dick pic. So I'm sitting there with my sunglasses on, shirt off, And for those of you who don't know me, I'm a larger individual. So let that...
Now, for clarity, he's not referring to his penis.
Ow.
Well, how do you know?
Listen,
Maybe.
my penis might be small.
Redneck farmer,
but
man. Just
boy,
saying.
is it skinny.
So she's panning the camera around. So you can imagine this however you will, but it's funny. So I am sitting there, and I got a big old smile on my face, and I am rubbing my nipple with the piece of ice. Like,
Like that South Park, like the Comcast guy.
Yeah.
Like, we're so
Yeah.
sorry.
yeah.
Oh, my bad.
So that's the video she sent back to this dude that sent her a dick pic.
Good. Take that.
Oh yeah, it's like that pisses me off more than anything because all these sick motherfuckers do that, and then everybody gets associated
as if it's
going
to be impressive to begin with. Like that's.
Well, I
the
asked her
hell?
first if she wants me to send her the dick
That's
pic.
different.
And if she says yes, please, then I'll send it. If she says no,
Yeah.
I don't want that, then
And you gotta have
I know
the,
you
you gotta
gotta
have
go
the
to Google
flattering
first.
a
angle.
little
No,
respect.
yeah.
Yes.
You gotta have the flattering angle.
Yeah.
So back when cell phone cameras were actually new, like 1.3 megapixel cell phone cameras.
Oh my god, I remember that. You remember when it went from 1.2 to 1.3? Like, holy shit.
A friend of mine and the individuals in this story were all kind of outrageous. They had all outrageous personalities and did outrageous things, and you're teenagers. So he sent a picture of his dick in a hot dog bun with ketchup and mustard on it.
What the hell?
And sent it to a friend of ours. Like it was basically one of his best friend's girlfriend. And like she was a wild girl. She was, always one of the boys having fun. And like that was the kind of relationship they specifically had. But her boyfriend, his good friend, got super pissed about it. And he's like, bro, you can't even tell it's a penis. It's 1.3 megapixels. Like, is that a hot dog bun? Is that ketchup? Is that mustard? It's like, it's pretty much you get the idea of what's going on here. But to me, I still think about it and like it still makes me giggle because it's like he took the time to. I had a hearty chortle. I had a light guffaw, and. Just the idea that he took the time to like put it in a hot dog bun and actually put ketchup and mustard on it. Like points for originality.
That's hilarious.
But that was before the dick pic era age, like not everybody was just sending their fucking hot dog around the internet like willy-nilly.
Well, before it was what?
Willy-nilly.
I gotcha. See what I did there? Yeah, I'm pretty witty. I'm a doctor.
Here's to you, armpit sniffer. You've got one of the world's most underappreciated jobs. Every morning you march into the unknown, braving the front lines of hygiene and humanity. You've got the keenest nose in the business, sniffing out the good, the bad, and the just plain ugly. But come evening, you know how to unwind. You grab that cold, refreshing craft beer, and it's like a symphony for your senses. It's not just a beer in your hand, it's your hard-earned reward. A salute to another day conquered. So, for all of the armpit sniffers out there, this one's for you. It's not an easy job, but somebody's got to do it. And at the end of the day, you've got that craft beer waiting for you. Here's to getting through the day, one sniff at a time. Stay motivated, stay funny. And remember, no matter what you face during the day, there's always a cold one waiting for you. Cheers.
So back to beer.
Yeah.
We're still drinking the same IPA. I think it's time we move on to a different beer.
Well, how much
probably
time do we have, though? Because we screwed up.
So if we add what happened plus we're at like 35, 40 minutes.
I say fucking send it, and we just start. This is a new episode.
So although overall equilibrium,
Equilibrium
I like it.
from
this 3 times 3 is actually really good.
yeah.
I like it. Yeah.
It's to recap because I think this should just be a standalone
Citrus
episode.
notes.
Yeah,
Super
I'm
citrus,
with that.
stone
Yeah.
fruit, guava, like
Pineapple.
up front is like pineapple, guava,
see
aroma.
it.
It's
The cat piss is totally 100% gone.
No, there's no cat
There
piss.
was no cat piss.
It really kind of
John's
is
angry.
like
Fuck off.
it's like a juicy IPA, but
Yes.
but somewhere in the middle. Like it doesn't have
It's not
the
dry.
bitterness.
It doesn't have that dryness that a lot of IPAs.
It's a touch dry, but not like a juicy. It's got just the right bitterness, just the right juicy sweetness, just the right fruitiness.
It doesn't leave the mouth feel dry after
No.
you take a sip.
And for a brewery in New York, I'm kind of impressed.
Yeah.
New York State has a ton of good breweries. Believe it or not, I don't know any breweries that I would that are in the city. I refuse to go. I'm not a big city guy. It's
hate
not
the
it's
city.
not New York specifically. I
The
hated
amount of
Chicago.
city I can tolerate is like Richmond, maybe Chesterfield on a night that I
Like
wanna.
I'd like to go to California to do wine country and shit, but like I would hate to fly into LA
Oh, agreed.
because I would immediately just want to drive north and get the fuck out of LA.
I had an opportunity for a job out in California a few years ago, and it was basically if I show up for the interview, they would create the job for me. I regret not doing it, but the more and more I learned about the state of California, the gladder I am I never did it.
See,
I will say though, going to California, I love going out through the wine country.
yeah.
We
Go
went
That could
there
be fun.
6 years ago, and it was amazing. The downtown city I hated.
I would love to do wine country and then go up to like the Emerald Triangle, like Humboldt and everything. Go to like the kind of like the birthplace of California marijuana.
But then I've been to New York too, and I've been downtown. I've been to a lot of the breweries out there, and while they're not bad, they're not Michigan quality
I've
breweries
been to
or
a
West
few
Coast
places
breweries,
in
I
New
should
York,
say.
but I've been through New York more than
The thing
I've been
about
to it.
New York is like they brag about their water, which is just a weird flex.
New York?
Yeah, they're like oh that's why they think the pizza's good, the beer is good, everything's
have
good
good
in New
pizza.
York because they have what? Hey, I'm a thin crust guy. I like a thin crispy crust or a thin crust floppy pizza.
I like them thick.
listen.
So I couldn't help myself.
It's okay.
I know I said it earlier, but I don't care who I offend. Chicago pizza, fuck that shit. That is not pizza. That is a lasagna that you fucked up. Fuck Chicago pizza. Fuck
That's
deep
my
dish.
There's a war going on
Fuck
now.
deep dish.
Oh, motherfucker.
Thin crust for life, bitch.
I'm
crispy.
I'm a
crackery.
fat man. My opinion on food means more than you skinny bitch.
Fight me.
Nah, I'm good.
Pizza eating contest. You eat as many Chicago pizzas as you can, and I'll eat as many New York pizzas as I can, and we'll see who eats more pizzas.
I still think he'll win.
He will. But we're not doing it by volume. We're doing it by pizzas, so I can win.
the
I
secret,
still think he's gonna win.
the secret is I actually can't eat that much.
Oh, I can. You ever seen competitive eaters? Every single
have.
one of them is skinny.
And they all eat hot dogs.
No, we're not Joey Chestnut. I'm not. No. Actually, hot dog is. I'm an adventurous eater, but hot dogs are the only food I will not eat.
We're gonna have if
I
we're
will-
gonna
I
have
will
a
eat-
consumption contest. I could outdrink you.
Oh well, yeah, we're not doing that. See, I know my skills. I can eat.
I can fuck.
And I
mean,
can drink. Oh, what?
Ask my wife.
You know, we're at that time, and the conversation's devolving very quickly.
wait till next week.
Yeah, let's.
I thought we were going a full 30 minutes with this one. It's a new episode.
We're at like almost 45 minutes now. Plus, once I had commercials and the intro and the
Who
outro.
gave me beer? Who did that? Who poured this
That would
beer?
be my fault.
Yeah, well, that's typical. Daryl's always pouring beer.
So you know what? We're gonna just say fuck it. Call it outro. Done.
If you didn't learn anything today, at least remember this. Beer is the answer that makes everything better.
Can't remember the question, but who cares when you have a cold one in your hand?
Remember, everybody, drink responsibly, drink high gravity.
Most importantly, drink well.
Okay, not the well. Life's too short for bad beers.
Stay frosty, my
frosty,
friends.